Good morning. I'm Faye Thompson. This morning we're going to do I don't know if you call it a candy bar or a cookie bar. It's a toffee bar, and anything I see that has toffee in it, I really like it. So I think you'll like this recipe, and it's real easy to do. It's real crucial that you do it exactly like it says, but it's a real good recipe. First of all, we're going to preheat our oven at 400 degrees. And we line this pan with aluminum foil, and we're going to spray it. Now, it's crucial that you get the right size pan because we're going to line this with some crackers. This pan is look like a 10 by, about a 10 by 15. And the reason that you want exactly that size, you've got to line it with these crackers. Now, these are just premium original crackers, and you're going to line this, well, I said I was going to line it with it. I got to get them out of here first. And you have to have 35 crackers, and one of those tubes of crackers is exactly 35 in it, so you don't have to count it. And we're just going to lay them in here like this. Going to line the whole pan with these. It should fit exactly in this pan. I've made this a lot. I really like it a lot. Now, you see why you've got to have exactly the right size pan? Because this has to be lined with these crackers. Now we got that all lined up. We take 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup. We're going to add 1 cup of brown sugar to that. We're going to put this on the stove and bring it to a boil and turn it down real low, and it cooks for 3 minutes, and you do not stir it. It'll ruin it if you stir it. What I'll do, I'll leave the heat up on about medium or a little bit more until I get it to a boil. You've got to stir it during this time. And then you turn it down real low, and that's when you do not stir it for 3 minutes. It's one of the best ones I've eaten. I've had this for a long time. And I didn't get this recipe until I was married for several years. The butter's just about melted. Okay, now we're going to turn this down real low. Now, we have cooked this for 3 minutes and did not stir. And we're going to spread it over these crackers. Now, okay, we're going to put this in a 400 degree oven, and it's to cook 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm going to tell Google to call us in 6 minutes. 6 ounces of chocolate chips, and it's I like to use the milk chocolate. What this does, you sprinkle this on here and you leave it for a few minutes, and then it'll melt enough where you can take a fork or a spoon or something and spread it all over the top of it. You'll have a solid top of chocolate when you get through. I like milk chocolate. I do not like dark chocolate. My sister loved dark chocolate, but I don't like dark chocolate. To me, it kind of has a bitter taste, but I think it's more healthy for you than milk chocolate is. Okay, what we're going to do is just smooth this chocolate out over the top of this. We're kind of waiting for the hot cookie to melt the chocolate. And we need to kind of get it on every one of these crackers.
So I bet Sam would like to make this recipe.
Yeah, he likes chocolate, doesn't he? We're talking about my great-grandson. He likes chocolate. You know, he's learned the freezer. I keep chocolate bars and stuff in it for cooking. And when he comes to see me, he's 8 years old now. but he's been doing this 2 or 3 years. He knows exactly where the chocolate is, and he heads for the freezer. I have a freezer, upright freezer in the kitchen, and he'll go get him some chocolate. I didn't know when he was little, I didn't know if he'd remember that or not, but he did. He knew exactly where the candy bars were. And my son had this little dog, they called her Emmy, and I'd put tennis balls. She loved to chase tennis balls. And I'd put them up when they'd leave in a drawer here in the kitchen. And when she'd come in, she'd run to that drawer wanting those tennis balls taken out. She died too a few months ago. We all hated to lose her. I had a dog like that for 16 years. One time we called her Puddles. My daughter-in-law took her over to her mother's one time when she's real young, and she peed on her floor, and her mother called her Puddles, and so that was what her name was. I never had an animal in the house before. My son found her out on, I think he was flagging an airplane or something, whatever he's doing on the farm, and he found these puppies, and there was about, I think there was 3 of them, and 2 of them looked kind of like hound dogs, and this one was a mixture between, the vet said, between a Cocker Spaniel and a poodle. She was little gray hair, cutest thing you've ever seen. He brought her home. I said, well, you can keep her in the garage. She had fleas and ticks and everything wrong with her, so we took her to the vet, had her all straightened out, and first thing you know, she's in the house. Well, she stayed in the house for 16 years. I love that dog. I still miss her. We're using 1/2 cup of Toffee chips. Heath candy bar is what it really is. It's chopped up. And we sprinkle that on the top. Now we have finished with this, but what we do is we let it cool. After it cools, you cut it up in squares for bars and serve it. And that's all there is to it. It's very easy, but I think you'll really like this now. It's one of my favorites. I hope you do try this, and I hope you enjoy as much as I do. And I hope you watch us on another video, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot.